Thinking about retiring near Boise, Idaho, places maybe like Meridian, Eagle, Nampa, Caldwell. In the next 12 minutes, I'll show you how far your money will go here, 3 of the best towns to consider for your budget, and what you'll really pay in taxes. I'll put every source on the screen so you can see it for yourself and feel sure about your choice. If we haven't met, my name is Craig Flood with Living in Idaho. The team and I help families and retirees move here every single week. And in addition, for this video, I have Craig Thompson here today to help out. He runs a registered investment advisory firm, holds the National Security Advisory Certificate, and he moved here. He's a client of ours. He moved from the East Coast all the way here to Idaho.
Social Security in Idaho. Idaho does not tax your Social Security checks. So that means more real money stays in your pocket each month.
Now let's talk about property taxes. Idaho is ranked as one of the states with the lowest effective property tax rates. So here on taxfoundations.org, we have Idaho, we have Ada County. It's going to be 0.55 for the effective property tax rate. And as we're looking at a map, this is really going to be the Ada County area right here. So it's kind of splitting the Treasure Valley in half. And then here on Canyon County, you can see that it's 0.56. Now Canyon County is really going to make up the other half of the Treasure Valley. You're kind of looking at that area right there.
In Idaho, your taxes are lower because of the homeowner's exemption. Here's how it works. The state takes half the value of your home off the tax bill. They do that up to $125,000. This means you don't pay taxes on the full value of your home, only on what's left after the exemption.
In Idaho, your property taxes are lower and steadier. That means your housing costs are more predictable.
Even if home prices rise, you're less likely to be taxed out of your home.
I talked to a lot of you guys coming from California, and many retirees worry about property taxes going up so much that they can't afford to stay. And in Idaho, that is just a smaller risk. Here's a case in point, a gal talking about how she's nearly paid $13,000 on her property, and it is just really putting a lot of pressure on her. And again, when I talk to you guys specifically out of California, this is a similar story that I hear.
Now let's talk about estate and inheritance tax in Idaho. In Idaho, there is no estate tax and there is also no inheritance tax. Let's define this real quick. Estate tax. That's when a person dies, all their stuff, house, money, cars, it's called an estate. An estate tax is a tax the government takes before the family gets what's left. Inheritance tax, well, that's when the family or friends get the stuff. Some states charge an inheritance tax. That means the person who gets the money or the property pays the tax, not the estate. This means you can pass more of your money, home, or land onto your family.
So a simple difference on that, estate tax equals the estate pays first. Inheritance tax, the people who get the inheritance pay. But again, it doesn't matter because that just does not exist here in Idaho. Lower cost of living. In the Treasure Valley, you have lots of choices. If you want big, fancy homes, you can spend 2+, 3+, 4+ million. If you want something simple, affordable, you can find homes under $500,000. And the great thing is that no matter what you choose, you still get the same Treasure Valley benefits. You get the mountains, the rivers, the parks, the shopping, Costco, Winco, Trader Joe's, and the friendly community. So here we have the Boise Regional Realtor Market Stat Sheet. This is going to be for Ada County for May 2025. And remember, this is going to be Ada County right here, about this right half of it. This is Canyon County. Don't worry, there's not going to be a quiz at the end. Areas like the Treasure Valley have seen significant home equity appreciation, but I just want you guys to know there's still a range of home prices. So you do not have to purchase a super expensive home, whatever that is for you. And if we just look at median sale price on this list, year over year for all of them is going to be up 3%. Month over month is up 6%. Resale year over year is up 8%. And then month over month is 11%. Housing costs, utilities, and services are generally below the national average in most Idaho communities. And that's going to be according to Wallet Hub as a source. So here we see them ranked number 2 as top places to live. So here you see Idaho's total score 60.19. Affordability rank was 11. Economy rank was 7, education health rank was 21, and then quality of life ranked at 24. And if you guys are wondering, let's just look at the bottom. New Mexico came in number 50 on their list. So your retirement dollars simply buy more, whether you're purchasing a home, paying for healthcare, or covering daily expenses. And just so you guys know, we can't forget about sales tax. Sales tax currently in Idaho State is going to be right at 6%. If you're thinking that Idaho might be right for you, then reach out. Call, text, or email days, nights, or weekends. We can help you plan a scouting trip to figure out if it is going to be a good fit. If you think it would work for you, we've done this for many families in the past, and we would love to help you as well. Again, my name's Craig Flood. I'm a licensed real estate agent with an amazing team, and we can assist you in that relocation. Now let's hit on healthcare. So if you're 65 plus, I want to talk about Medicare Supplement Medigap. So it is community rated here in Idaho. And that happened back in March 1st, 2022. That means the same premium for the same plan, which means more predictable budgeting and easier switching during birthday windows. So there are 3 different Medicare Supplement pricing methods, which vary by state. So you have community rated, so everyone pays the same price. So 65-year-old and an 85-year-old pays the same. So price only goes up if the company raises rates for everyone. So example states that have that: Idaho, New York, and Vermont. Then you have issue age rated. We don't do this here in Idaho, but the price is set by how old you are when you first buy. So if you buy at 65, you get a lower price. You buy at 75, you get a higher price. The price doesn't just rise because you get older. Example states that offer that is going to be Arizona, Florida, and Georgia. Idaho does not offer that. Then you have attained age rated. So the price is based on how old you are right now. As you age, the price goes up. So costs can climb a lot in the later years. Examples of that would be California, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Now, in terms of hospitals, we're going to have a handful of options. First one's going to be St. Alphonsus. Next, we're going to have St. Luke's. Again, these are kind of scattered across the Treasure Valley. And again, when I say the Treasure Valley, now we're talking about this whole area. It's Ada and Canyon County put together. We also have the VA in Boise, Idaho. And here you can see the reviews they got. So they're at 3.9 stars, 252 reviews. Not bad. So money is really just step one. We're going to put that behind us now. Now let's talk about fit, because I think that's really what makes a difference. Are you actually going to enjoy where you live? And let me tell you, it is lovely out here. If you're a sun lover, we get more than 200 days of sun each year. Out here, you're going to get warm, dry summers, crisp falls, snow in the winter, and beautiful springs. Here in the winter, you're going to see November, December, January, highs of 40s and high 30s, lows of 30s and high 20s. At spring's great out here. Again, all 4 seasons. March, you're going to have a high of the 55, 64, May 72, lows 36, 41, 48. Jumping into summer, again, hot, dry, long summer days, highs of 72, 82, 92, and 90, lows of 48, 55, 62, 61. So it does cool down in the summertime. And then fall, cold, crisp mornings, great for coffee. You're looking at highs of 80s and 65s in the day, and then lows of 43. Another great thing about Boise, Idaho is that you're going to get access to the outdoors. So think hiking, fishing, hunting, lakes, and miles of trails. All right, cut that way. Speaking of the outdoors, I had a chance to take my son out fishing after church on Sunday and caught one of the biggest fish I have caught to this day in the Boise River.
That's a big fish.
That is a huge fish.
It just goes to show there are tons of things to do here in the Boise area, and fishing is definitely one of them.
There you go.
You're also going to have big public land access across the entire state. So here you're going to see in Idaho, U.S. Forest Service, acreage owned, 20,000 acres, 62% of Idaho is public land. And in Boise, Idaho, in this area, travel is easy. You have the Boise Airport, which has solid nonstop options. You got Portland, Seattle, Spokane, Bozeman, Minneapolis, Denver, Salt Lake City, a handful of places down in California, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Orange County, Phoenix, Arizona, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Chicago. You also have 9 airlines flying out of here. So Alaska, Allegiant, American Airlines, Delta, Frontier, Southwest, Spirit, Sun Country Airlines, haven't flown with them yet, and United. So I guess at this point, you really got to ask yourself, do you want 4 seasons with easy access to the trails, a simple flight plan for you to easily get out and snowbird, or for family to come in, or for you to get out and see family? If the answer is yes, then Idaho definitely checks those boxes. Now, things you will not get in Idaho: hurricanes blowing your roof into your neighbor's yard, tornado sirens interrupting dinner, humidity that feels like you're showering fully clothed, heat so hot that your flip-flops melt to the sidewalk, alligators sunbathing on your front lawn, cockroaches big enough to pay rent, swamp mosquito swarms that carry you off, traffic so bad that you finish an audiobook before getting home, and smog alerts telling you it's dangerous to breathe. All right, now let's talk about homes. Where would you live if you moved to Idaho? I'm going to kind of name off 3 different areas here in the Treasure Valley that could be a good fit for you based on amenities and budget. Let's kick it off with number 1, the value tier. So who is this for? This is going to be somebody who's wanting a quiet pace, new builds, strong bang for the buck. Lifestyle: maybe you enjoy morning walks, you want easy errands, quick freeway access is really important to you, and space for toys and RVs. Now, areas I'd recommend at that point are going to be Caldwell, Nampa, and Kuna. Now, a typical price range, you're looking maybe $350K to $500,000 for a solid like 3.2. HOAs are going to vary on that. And then $500K to $650K if you want RV bay, 3-car garage, extra square footage, newer build. So if you want low friction, living without overpaying for the zip code, then this is definitely your lane and could be some good options to consider. Now let's jump into the balanced tier. So who's this going to be for? So you could be 10 to 20 minutes from parks, clinics, shopping, church, pickleball, and grandkid games. Now, I haven't mentioned that yet. I just mentioned grandkid games, something I consistently see. People come here to retire, or kids and their families come here, and then the parents and the other generations also follow. I've seen it time and time again. It happened with me. Me and my wife moved here, and then my mom just moved here a few months ago and now lives out in Eagle, Idaho. And so it can be good for you. Like, say you wanted to build or buy a $1 to $2 million home. Great, you can do that here. And say maybe you got some family members coming who want a starter home. Great, they can do that here too. Well, maybe you retiring, you don't really care too much about work, but then other family members do. Well, great, they can do that here as well. They can find careers and jobs. Some places have a hard time catering to everybody. And time and time again, we've seen it where families all come together and they all come in a big bunch. Sometimes it's spread out, sometimes it's all at once, but it puts a smile on my face when I see that happen. Speaking of family moving here, my mom just swung by and we did lunch together. We moved here first, then you moved here. And I was just telling people in the video how it's kind of nice because family will follow and you followed us. So now we get to spend time together. Before that, I would only see her if we traveled back to Seattle or flew. So anyways, really nice. Do you like being next to me and the grandkids?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, back to the video. Now, locations that could be a good fit for you at that point, we're going to say Meridian, we're going to say West Boise, and we're going to throw Star up in there. Now, price range, let's say $475,000 to $700,000 for well-kept single levels, and then $700,000 to $900,000 for newer, larger lots or niche pockets. So to wrap this one up, if balance is about minutes and not miles, meaning you just want things really close, really simple, you don't want to drive a lot, this could offer that. Everything you use weekly could be very close to you, especially if you choose Meridian. All right, here we go. The premium tier. Who's it for? If you want trailheads, access to the foothills, the river, the green belt, legacy streets, custom homes, this is where you want to live and play. Again, the lifestyle here is possibly going on walks on the Boise River, catching the sunset, beautiful hills and walking the trails, dinner in downtown, and great restaurants. So that's going to be Eagle, great access to the green belt and the river right there. It's going to be North Boise, good access to the foothills, golfing, and then also you got Barber Valley, and that's going to be kind of your southeast Boise River community, also Harris Ranch. Now, typical price range, let's say $750,000 to like 1.2 for premium kind of single level locations, 1.2, 2 million for views, water adjacent properties, custom homes. You're also going to have townhome options, condos. Those can be anywhere maybe $450,000 to $700,000 depending on the spot. So if lifestyle is a non-negotiable for you, you want trails, water, heritage streets, this premium tier I just talked about is going to put that on your doorstep. These are the areas that you're going to want to check out. So what's right for you? If you're ready for the next step, then reach out. Call, text, or email Days, Nights, or Weekends. We can help you plan a scouting trip. Again, my name's Craig. I'm a licensed real estate agent with an amazing team, and we help families and retirees just like you all the time each week get moved here successfully so you're not spinning your reels, you're not stressed out. We do all the hard lifting and all the work to make it very smooth and simple for you. If you're not ready to reach out, then watch these videos next, and I'll see you guys in the next videos.